So I want to talk about WrestleMania Night 2. Why The Undertaker? I don't understand why he was there. Don't get me wrong, always happy to see The Undertaker. I just don't exactly see where he fits in the story. I understood why John Cena showed up. He was beaten by the Bloodline, and him and The Rock used to have WrestleMania beef. They even teased him on the bus. He also had that spot back in the day where Cena was openly supporting Rhodes. Cody also mentioned him in his victory speech. That all makes sense to me. And if you couldn't get John, you could always go Randy Orton. He would have been a great second choice, being an old mentor back in the Legacy days. Then The Rock came out. That makes sense. So next, it should have been the other man on the bus, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And you gotta admit, The Rock and Stone Cold have that WrestleMania beef. It is Stone Cold's natural state of being. He's against the boss of WWE. If it's not going to be Vince, it's going to be The Rock. But life happens. No Stone Cold Steve Austin. So who's our second pick? In my opinion, it shouldn't have been Taker. There was no real connection between Undertaker and Cody Rhodes. Cody hasn't mentioned him once since. Not in the victory speech, not in the press conference, not even the next night on Raw. And the fans were even chanting for Taker. No mention. It's just out of place. So who would I pick as a replacement? Well, Triple H. I think he would have been the more interesting pick out of the two. Triple H has been a part of Cody Rhodes' story ever since AEW. And he was scattered throughout the story since the road to WrestleMania. And Triple H and The Rock have always had beef. Like, always had beef. And I think it'd be more interesting going forward, having Triple H and The Rock angry at each other. You could even have it turn into a Game of Thrones situation. You can have the two powerhouses, The Rock and Triple H, vying for power to see who's going to run WWE. Then have Paul Heyman, the wise man, fighting on behalf of Rock after he leaves after Raw. And him and Triple H are now vying to fight to see who can sneak in and run WWE while The Rock is gone. Paul Heyman knows how to run a show, and everybody knows that after the Hall of Fame. But that's not to take away from the amazing main event of WrestleMania 40. Great job with Cody Rhodes, great job with Roman Reigns, and great run-in with Seth. I thought that was beautiful storytelling. I would have just changed one thing. But what did you guys think? Do you agree with me and think I have a point about The Undertaker and Triple H? Or do you like it the way it is? Leave your comment.